A man traveled to 400 years later in a time machine. Unexpectedly, the first thing he saw was a skeleton with a fractured skull. Even more terrifyingly, the name on the brand was his own. Ethan was instantly terrified. It turned out that 400 years ago, an oxygen disaster almost destroyed the Earth. Just when humanity was on the verge of extinction, a message from 400 years later brought a ray of hope to humans. That's why Ethan appeared here through the time machine, in order to find out the cause of his death. He took out his old phone and threw the recordings inside. He learned that he was killed by another man, but just as he was about to hear the name, the phone ran out of battery. By nightfall, starving Ethan found a string of wild fruits. He intended to eat and sleep, but the next second, he felt dizzy and started vomiting non-stop. In a daze, he also saw a bright light descending from the sky. Ethan was just about to flee when his heart was stabbed with a needle. When he woke up, he realized that the person who saved him with an antidote was his friend Judy. After Ethan was poisoned, his abnormal body indicators were sent to the past, which alerted Judy to come and assist him. The two then used the phone's navigation to find an abandoned base. Ethan boldly walked forward, but Judy strangely hid behind him, as if he anticipated something would happen. As expected, with a red light passing through Ethan's retina, the base's door slowly opened. When they entered the base, they saw 4 large words on the screen: "Welcome Ethan home." Ethan was stunned and could only follow the prompts, nervously pressing the confirmation button. What they saw left both of them dumbfounded. The place they were standing in was the laboratory 400 years ago. With Ethan's genetic verification successful, the time machine was reactivated. 4 hours later, they would return to 2067, 400 years ago, though the task was about to be completed. At this moment, the energy core malfunctioned. Just then, an alarm sounded, warning that there were only 2 hours before a nuclear explosion. After the core was restarted, they returned to the laboratory. With 30 minutes left before the time machine could be activated, Judy lay happily on the ground, but Ethan found a secret door. What he saw was himself 400 years ago, through a similar wristband. He seemed to have uncovered a shocking truth. He swapped the battery from his phone to the old one and saw the fact that he was killed. He questioned Judy's real reason for coming here. Reluctantly, Judy finally revealed the truth. Devastated by the truth, Ethan prepared to destroy the time machine, but he was instantly held at gunpoint. The scene was identical to the one in the recording. Ethan thought history would repeat itself, but Judy made a surprising move. At this moment, he suddenly received the original message sent by the time machine. To complete the mission, he replied with the message that sent Ethan here, which was also the one his father received 400 years ago. At this moment, the timeline formed a perfect closed loop.